Welcome to Habits. I am your guide, Rachel L. Gary. And today I am talking to the CEO. If you ask who the CEO is, you are new to the channel. And a CEO is someone who is clear in their actions, empowered by their choices, and owning their direction. As the CEO of my life. And today in Habits, and Habits stands for having a burning intention to succeed. And when you have an intention to succeed, you are in the right place, because I'm going to drop tips and gems that hopefully allow you to have better tomorrows. Comment below with that information and let me know if what I'm dropping here, you picking it up. So what we're talking about today is how the abnormal is the new currency. You want to know what I mean? Let's get into it. Being normal is what we've been taught. Taught to stay in line, to walk straight, to sit down, to be quiet, to not be a disturbance. We've been taught to be, for lack of a better word, docile and normal. But as a leader of 25 years, I'm going to tell you that is not how you become successful. Let me take you on a journey of my abnormal behaviors and abnormal life, and how I utilize that to go from $7 an hour to multiple six figures over the course of my career. The story goes just as such. I was a person unloading trucks by hand, and one day I sat down and made a decision that I was going to be the CEO of my life. Because I've heard so many things outside of me. I was blaming everybody left and right about a circumstance that the only person who could make a change was me. So what I talk about in Habits is how you can make a change. You can get information that is going to help you as the CEO of my life have wild success, achieve goals, build generational wealth. For lack of a better phrase, have better tomorrows. Starting with an action plan today. So how me being abnormal helped. I am not, one more time, I am not one of these people who ever listened in school. I have to be honest. I was a straight A student who was put in the hallway for disrupting. My disruptions weren't outbreaks. I was an inquisitive child, an inquisitive teenager, an inquisitive adult, and an inquisitive older adult. I always asked questions. I always sought out different avenues to get to the same place other people were getting to, or to a further destination. So all of those disruptions in class, all of that not wanting to stand in a line, that not wanting to live a traditional everyday life that statistically we all should be living, and always thinking that what I have and what I'm doing, I can always be more, have more, and learn more. So that was my abnormal. I'll give you a short Cliff Note version of my abnormal journey. From that $7 an hour position that I held, what was the first thing that I did was I was working alongside two other gentlemen, and we were all unloading containers by hand. The containers, if you don't know what a container is most of the time it's 103 for a high cube. So we're talking about 103 inches, which is a little over 8 feet. So almost 9 feet. So we're close to 9 feet. I'm only 5'7", guys. I want to say that for the record. So with arm length, we're talking about another inch, about foot and a half. So getting boxes off of the top of there, bringing them down, splitting them up on pallets, usually breaking that container down into 30 to 40 pallets. There were 3 of us. And what I saw is that we were all stacking the same pallets. So for a couple of weeks, I just watched. I did my job really well. I'm not going to say I was slacking, because there was no slack, but I was watching. I was being observant. I asked some questions. So I said, hey guys, what manifest are you unloading? And they told me their manifest number. Realized that we were always unloading the same manifest. So I asked them, hey guys, instead of me coming when I put a box on a pallet over there, instead of me coming all the way back to my container, how about I unload a box from your container and then put it on the pallet, and we go that way, whereas if whichever container we're closest to, we'll unload that one as opposed to coming back to our particular container. And each of us do that, it'll save us in steps. Now that little piece of information, now I wasn't trying to be promoted, I was just trying to work smarter and build and keep us all from falling out. Because we were working in a 100-degree temperature environment. We worked in a warehouse environment with little air circulation. So being resilient was big. You had to be ready for that. So I had those conversations with the gentleman, and we were unloading 4 times more containers than everyone else. So a manager came down one day, me not knowing who the manager was because I was focused on getting the work done and working with the 2 guys that were next to me and trying to make sure at the end of the day that we all were able to get out of there successfully and not feel that we were overworked, feeling that we did a job well done, which was a difference. That gentleman saw, how about this? The gentleman saw what we were doing. He asked one of the guys, without me knowing where did they get this from, they immediately said me because they thought we were in trouble. So they immediately told him me. A couple of weeks later, the gentleman came to me and asked me did I want to be a lead. And from being a lead, I learned more, developed more, started helping other teams do the same, got buy-in for them to want to do it. And shortly thereafter, a couple of months later, I became a supervisor. About 3 to 4 months later, I was working in a senior supervisor role where I started going from facility to facility, coming up with a plan of action to allow them to have warehouse optimization. All of that stemmed from me being very inquisitive, me taking in that information and being very solution based. So I told the story to say that normal would have been just unloading my container until I got finished, racing the guys and showing that I could make it happen quicker. That's normal. So me stepping out of the norm is what allowed me to be promoted. Now, to the tips of the day, how you can do the same in whatever industry you are in whatever career you have chosen, and whatever entrepreneurial journey you are on. I'll take myself, for instance, right now. Right now, I made a choice to decide that I was going to have coaching and mentorship as an inspirational leader. I've been inspirational for years. I've helped many people over the course of my career. But I wanted to help more people in a more impactful way. So I have an audacious goal of helping 10,000 people by the end of 2025. And I'm going to fulfill that goal by any means necessary. So when I say that entrepreneurial journey, I mean wherever you are in your course of life, how you break out of being normal and being abnormal and how to be successful, wildly successful. 1, get ready to get the information. If you're working for a company and you want to be promoted in the next 6 months, I do have a free ebook that will be coming out soon. Hopefully by the time you guys see this episode, the ebook link will be below. Check it out and let me know. If it's not there, comment, need that ebook. And then I'll make sure that my team gets that ebook to you. 2, if you are looking to be promoted, promotions come with ROI. What are you willing to give the company? And the company will give you something in return. It's not just about what you're going to give. It's who you're going to be and who are you willing to help to get there. All this information is in the ebook, so I don't want to go down the long path. Just grab the ebook. It'll give you all the technique. If you are an entrepreneur, your service, one more time, you are not in business. You are in service. The second you step out, you're giving somebody something to get something back. And you start working from a place of servitude, your mindset will change. What you do will change. How you do it will change. Because when you're serving another individual, you're giving up information, you're giving up product, you're giving them high quality, one more time, high quality services that allow them to be successful in whatever service you're having, whether that is a trucking company, whether that is tax preparation, whether that is credit counseling, whether that is t-shirts, whether that is whatever business you are in. Be the best at it. Stop thinking within the normal and get to the abnormal. How can you give better service? How can you give better quality? Who else can you help? That is how you take the norm and become abnormal and have what? Real currency. Because being abnormal is the new currency, because abnormality allows you to serve people in a way that you are giving them current. Because that's what currency is. Currency is something that you put into the world. Hey, I got to do it to give you a return. And the return is humility, humanity, and serving another individual. So I hope these tips help you understand why abnormal is the new currency and that you can start your current today. So as I said, hopefully that ebook link is down there below. If you get the link, get the ebook, drop a comment down there. Let me know if it was helpful. And if not, give me that feedback as well, because I want to make sure that I am giving a value add every time. Because every single time I come here, I am in servitude to another individual, providing information that provides them a new avenue to travel for wild success. Do me a favor, like, comment, share. Let me know your thoughts. And until next week, I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You.